I think in a bunch of my previous videos, I thought and told you guys that these were echinacea or coneflowers. Turns out they're black-eyed Susans. I can't be happier. I absolutely love them. I want them to multiply. I want to put more of these around my garden. I just love the pop of yellow. As much as I want the pinks and the purples in my garden, I also like yellow, especially these perennials, just beautiful. I can make bouquets out of them. It's a dragonfly. I just saw it. I'm like, what is that on the leaf there? I'm going to see if I can get a better picture of it. It's so tiny. It just flew away. If you missed my previous video, I talked all about how you deadhead and care for and maintain white Shasta daisies. So go and check that out. Okay, I see I have some weeds to pull here. Always on weed patrol. I'm sure there's more of that, but there was something else I wanted to show you in my garden. There's the other Shasta daisy I just trimmed up. I'm not sure, but I'm wondering if these are getting ready to bloom. And now I'm like, what is that red bug on there? That is not a ladybug. I don't know what that is. Hoping it's not too harmful. This fleabane. I am tired of it. I now realize where it came from. It's from my neighbor across the street there. I don't want to zoom in on it too much, but they have a whole bunch of it in the front of the yard. I don't remember that being there before, so I don't know if it was planted there. So out it comes. I'm sure my neighbor has hated this too because it keeps like leaning down into the driveway. What a pain in the butt. Out it goes. Done. Gonna go in a pile in the front yard here. There's something else I want to show you over here that planted itself, and I find it just hilarious. I'm not sure how this got so big so fast without me noticing. I kept watering. Well, I'm either watering from way down there, or I'm watering from way over there. Not always inspecting every little plant that's going on. And this one got really big, and I'm like, is that another one back there? No, that is not. That is a weed back there. Some more weeds I gotta pull. Let me show you why I'm so excited about this plant. Do you see what's under there? Do you see that? This is a tomatilla tomato plant. I just found 2 of these in the back of my garage. Again, if you've been watching the What a Mess series on my channel here, we were cleaning up that area and I found 2 baby ones and I transplanted them into my veggie garden. This one I'm going to let it stay right here. It is doing fantastic. I think there's actually 2 of them, or maybe one that split. I don't know. It's my understanding you need to have 2 in order for it to fruit, but we'll see what happens. I can't wait to tell my neighbor. She is also growing these. She's grown them several times, sometimes successful, sometimes not. Here I'm not even trying to grow a tomatilla, and here it is. So if we get tomatillas, then we'll be able to make, it's like a special sauce you can make out of them, and so that will be fun too. From this side of the fence, I can see there's weeds growing in here, pretty tall ones now too, but my tomatoes are doing really well. These should be cherry tomatoes. and I should be getting a lot of cherry tomatoes. There's multiple plants in here, all planted themselves from last year. I haven't done anything but water them. This is my kale getting eaten alive by something. Oh, I see them. I see the culprit right there. Little caterpillars. I would like to eat some of this myself. I gotta chop off all these branches that they're eating, and then hopefully there's a few that they don't touch, or maybe it's infested. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed because I love having kale in my garden. I just didn't want to feed it all to the caterpillars. My 2 transplanted tomatilla plants are struggling a bit. They definitely need some water, I can see that. And then this tomato plant just died, so I'm pulling it out. I just noticed I got my first zinnia. I planted so many seeds and I only got a few plants. There's a few right here and then like one right there. And then I have a bunch of weeds. Not happy about that. Another thing you want to start doing is trimming out some of the extra branches on your tomato plants that aren't going to fruit. They don't have flowers on them, but also anything that has turned yellow or brown is an automatic chop off. Chop it off. Do you see what's in the compost bin? A whole bunch of my kale. This is what it looks like now. So I chop it, I always chop it from the bottom because it grows out from the middle. Even when you're harvesting it to eat. Oh, I see I missed a leaf over there. Plus I got to pull out the rest of this weeds. This is that ground cover that I'm forever, ever fighting. I don't know if I'll ever get rid of it. So this is another tomato plant that planted itself. The weeds are always growing really well. No problem with the weeds growing. I'm going to transplant this tomato plant. There's actually 2 of them there, and there's another little one over there. I'm going to put that into my veggie garden bed. I decided to let this tomato plant grow right here. Right now I just put the bricks around it to remind me that that's staying. I think I need to move the bricks out a little bit and then put a tomato cage around it. That'll protect it more. And I transplanted the other 2 tomato plants here, and I found a bunch more babies, and I found another tomato plant. They're all over the place. I can't save them all. The weeds had taken over again, even though I had already cleared them out once in this area. I got most of them. As you can see, there's still some there. Got them around the whole edge. I still have to maybe get some out of the flower beds themselves. Oh, I see some growing out the sides there. This is like a daily task at this point. Keeping up the weeds. I still have a little bit more over this way. But I tried to go through all of my flower beds, and when I see them, like this right here, you just pull them out. And I am so happy with the result. There's still ones to pick out and throw in my compost. This is looking so much better. Still a lot of work to do there, but everything is shaping up.